Gordon was feeling grumpy. This was making James cross.
Why are you complaining all the time? Because I'm a big blue engine and I know everything. I shall complain whenever I want. You're just a small red engine with ideas above your station.
Okay, Gordon, that's pretty harsh. And who in the world says ideas above your station? Is that even a phrase? I'm sure it's meant to curtail to railway terminology, but I still don't think it's been ever said before. With that, Gordon's mood got even worse. He complained about everything and grumbled the whole time. Thankfully, Top Hat didn't take that.
Gordon, you'll be making one stop today with an empty express to test our new station. You can make up time afterwards.
Why can't Henry do it? He likes idling in stations.
You will do as you are told.
Oh, not gonna argue with the big man, huh? Figures, what a wuss. He can gripe about everything else under the sun, but nothing when it comes to Top Hat. Anyway, as Gordon was doing his work, he realized he was having trouble gaining speed. This meant he had to visit the works. But not until he tested the new station out.
At last, they approached the new station. Gordon was impressed, but his mood soon changed. In front of him was a blank wall and huge buffers.
What a boring view. Important engines like me should have a panoramic view.
Panoramic? Since when did Gordon know that word? In fact, what's with Gordon's vocabulary in general so far? It sounds so odd, not to mention Baldwin's voice for him in general. I'm still not used to it. It sounds too doofy. I can't disagree with Gordon on what he's seeing, though. It really isn't anything that nice to look at. However, even after being done there, Gordon was still huffing up a storm.
Come on, I can go faster than this,
Huffed Gordon.
Sick me never.
Right, which is why you're slowing down. Did someone burst their safety valve again from Season 1? I think so, although no one on his crew could figure out the problem. So instead, James had to come by and pick up the coaches. Now look who's going to be bothered, Gordon. You're really setting yourself up here.
Well, so much for knowing about everything. You got too puffed up in your boiler, so it serves you right. When Gordon returned from the works a few days later, he was still boasting.
I am the finest engine on the island of Sodor.
God, this guy never quits. Poop, 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 serves you right, as he once said to Henry, and then James just said it. And here he is, still talking about how wonderful he is. This guy is in for a serious Gordonism the way he's behaving. Soon Top Hat came by to have him go off for the opening of the new station. However, bad news sprung up as usual.
Driver reduced steam, but Gordon was still going too fast.
Well, if that's not a view, I don't know what the heck that is. Mind you, Top Hat and company were in Gordon's cab as they drew nearer to that wall. Of course, once everything was done and over with, Gordon got his own jab from Top Hat, mentioning he got the window he always wanted. And once that was clear, Gordon made a second attempt for the station's reopening, once it was repaired.
This time he arrived safely, and everyone clapped and cheered as he pulled in. Sir Topham Hatt spoke to him. Your panoramic view is here to stay. I trust you will always see through it from the safety of your own rails. Gordon heartily agreed.
Yeah, right. This window doesn't do anything for a view. The only thing Gordon is gonna see is sky, or whatever's out over there. If they really wanted to make it panoramic, then the station should have had a glass wall. Of course, that would have been more dangerous, but that's the ideal thing. Talk about your Gordonisms. Gordon's had some big flubs over the seasons, but this one was a major boo-boo. See what happens when you boast enough? The Gordonism becomes bigger and bigger. This engine should know better since he created this classic scenario from the very beginning. What's great though is just how over the top this one is. Not that it's never happened before, because there are similar events that have occurred in history. What I'd like to know is, what was Gordon's problem and why did the works do such a poor job in their inspection before releasing him? Someone's getting sued, without a doubt. And as for Gordon himself, he was just in another one of those moods again. Kind of like the Trouble with Mud episode. Every little thing annoys him to no end. Geez, Gordon, calm yourself. I'm also hoping I can get used to Baldwin's voice for him. My ears are just not accepting it. Locations had 2 new places along with 2 old ones. Tidmouth Sheds and Wellsworth Station are revisited, while the new areas are the standard and narrow gauge tunnel run by, and Kirk Ronan Station, where Gordon played his game of peekaboo. There's a few other angles featured on various fields, but there's no name to them. Either way, pretty to look at. Music-wise, there were only 2 themes to be heard. The lesser heard cue was the runaway theme as Gordon begins to speed out of control. And being that it's season 5, the difference is heard. The notes are no longer sharp and staccatoed. They are softer and less separated. The other theme was Gordon's motif, which didn't change a lot in tune, but has very much the same sound. Still great to hear. Next episode is Lady Hat's birthday party. Thanks for watching.